Essentially, everybody everywhere has always used their hands when it comes to eating, and even today we all eat with our hands. Eating with a knife and fork was only brought to us by the upper class British.
Indian food is best eaten with the hand. Imagine using a fork and spoon to eat a dosa or a chapati. I mean, it's just not the same. Even if you go to a temple and the priest gives you the tirtham, you hold it like this with your hand, you drink it and you just put it on your head. That is again a practice which is followed even today.
I think we ascribe eating with hands with respecting that food more and appreciating that food more. So it's like maa ke haath ka khana, you would have it with your hands, whereas you use a spoon or a fork to eat when you're at a restaurant.
There is a lot that is still eaten in the West with your hands, but it is that specific kind of Western food. Indian food needs its own techniques. It's not just as simple as using your hands. Learning to use your hands to scoop up gravies, to scoop up semi-solid foods. We are mimicking the use of the spoon, using our hands and our flatbreads. And this is something that is a skill. Throughout India, you will see different ways in which hands are used. So a lot of people will only use these 3 fingers and use only this much. Many people will use 4 fingers. Some people will use their thumbs also. A lot of people will believe that you should not use your palm at all while eating food. Whereas in many societies, if your palm is part of eating a food, there is no problem. Similarly, there's a lot of caste-based movement in how much you use. For example, you would never eat with your left hand. You only eat with your right hand. Your left hand is considered being used for other ablutions and therefore unclean. So, only using the tips of your fingers being considered etiquette is very upper caste etiquette. Whereas it's considered very lower caste to use your entire hand.
The marginalized communities largely ate the jowar bhakris, which are the jowar rotis, and a spicy curry 3 times a day because access to different foods was limited. So there weren't any reservations on you had to only use the right or left hand. The food was such that it sort of necessitated using both hands and just crushing the roti into the spicy curry and soaking it and eating it.
Very often in southern India, you will find people who very quickly be able to lick all the way from their elbows to their wrists if there's something running down, and that's just part of the eating process. 99% of people not from southern India will find it impossible. Licking your fingers also then becomes part of a major etiquette.
In India, we appreciate good food with this expression of "मैं तो उंगलियां चाटती रह गई."
How do you effectively use a knife or a fork to eat fish? You will definitely lose a lot of flesh that way. But eating with the hand and picking out the bones makes it so much easier. We would sit around in a circle and the elder in the family could be a mother or grandmother. She would mash up the rice with her fingers, again add ghee, add rasam or anything with it. And there would be also some vegetables. And she would roll this into a ball with her hands, and very often it was stuffed with the vegetables also because the children refused to eat the vegetables, and it was fed to them with the hand with a lot of love and feeling put into their mouths, and they were like little birds with their beaks open. And generally we used to do it on a moonlight night, which is why it is called Nila Choru.
Food doesn't taste better when you eat with your fingers, but there is a tactile feedback. So what you have to understand about food is you eat with your eyes first, or your nose sometimes first if you can't see the food. Then you eat with your nose. Then you actually bring in to play your ears and your sense of touch. And it's only finally at the end of it that your mouth and your taste buds actually come into play. A lot of our foods are eaten in a traditional manner because these are our traditional foods. They are made traditionally, they are served traditionally and are eaten traditionally. And this is what requires us to eat with our fingers even today. But if you're eating a very traditional meal where you're eating with your fingers and then ice cream is served for dessert, it will be served with a spoon. Or very often a fruit salad is served, it will be served with a fruit fork. So, there is a continuation of tradition, and there is also scope for introduction of modernity at the same time.